Who is the Rat King's true identity? Well, that's actually a very good question. The Rat King is a new villain made up from camouflage, and he's the new main antagonist in the VR game Batman Arkham Shadow, which releases in October. Now today we're going to be looking at theories made from people in the Arkham community, and we're going to find out who is really under the mask. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so to start off, number one is actually my personal favourite theory. It's that the Rat King is actually Anarchy. If you don't know, Anarchy was a side mission in Arkham Origins, and in my opinion, it actually makes the most sense for it to be Anarchy. Now, we know from Arkham lore that Arkham Shadow takes place only 6 months after the events of Arkham Origins. But from the lore, we already know that he disappears after Arkham Origins, but we don't get an exact date. And with this only being 6 months ahead, it could make sense that the reason he disappeared was just because he is the Rat King. Both Anarchy and the Rat King share really similar motives about the oppressed citizens fighting back against the big people, and then they disguise them behind a mask. Even though this was just a theory, we do see more hints in the newest Q&A video. As you can see, we can literally see an Anarchy symbol on the wall, indicating that his followers and him must still be out there somewhere if they're still making those symbols. Now, if the possibility is true that he is the Rat King, it would explain why we never see him again. Because his charges and prison time would be easily at least tripled from his first sentence at the end of Origins. So it does make sense to why we never will see him again. Okay, so the second theory is where it gets a little more confusing. Now, what if the Rat King is multiple people? Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but just hear me out. This could be the reason why it's difficult to find out who the Rat King is, since there's more than one person behind the mask. Now just think about it real quick. All we've actually heard of the Rat King is behind a voice changer, and we've only seen his wavelengths on a screen. So we've never actually had a face or real voice to put on the Rat King, but there's one more hint that could actually make this theory a possibility. As you can see on the screen, when this person makes a theory about the Rat King being more than one person, Camouflage actually responded to it with a sick face emoji. Now, I know Camouflage do like to troll us with all the Jason Todd jokes, as you can see on the screen here. You even say one in the newest Q&A.
Except for 2 things.
Oh, okay.
1, no, the Rat King is not Jason Todd, as far as I'm willing to say.
Okay. And then Jason Todd may or may not be the Rat King.
So this very well could be used to just mess with us and just make up false theories. But, one last but, is that the definition of Rat King is a collection of rats whose tails are intertwined. Jeez, that's a difficult word to say. Intertwined. Here we go. Anyway, so this could actually be a way of hinting that the Rat King is more than one person. And now, for the final theory, the person behind the mask could very well be the Riddler. Now yes, I know they already said he's not going to be in the game, and why would he be the Rat King? Well, the main reason isn't from the hints in the story, it's actually from the developer of the game himself, Brian Payton. Yeah, he's great, and his ideas are actually amazing, with how much he's respecting the lore of the Arkham series. Now, why would he leave out a main part of the Arkham series through the Riddler and his trophies without a good explanation? Because the Riddler is the Rat King. Now, if you listen to this clip, he literally states that old villains are returning that he has not said yet and will not be spoiling.
Are there any other villains that you're keeping secret for launch and not planning to reveal?
Absolutely. And I think that's actually one of the best things we can do as developers, is that we don't just reveal our hand because we'd be taking so much away from players. That surprise.
Well, what if one of these villains could very well be the Riddler? Since we already know he's lied about his answers before, where he's asked if Robin is in the game, he replies no. So it could make perfect sense to why the Riddler isn't in the game. The final part of this theory is that the Rat King, he also likes to hide his collectibles around the map, and he likes to hide them through puzzles. And they coincidentally have the same green glow, similar to the Riddler's colour scheme in all the other games. But the real person behind the mask, who's been leading all of the rat cult, It's obviously Jason Todd.